My name is Luke.
My name is Cyprian.
I'm Eden.
And we are
The
Missing Piece Production. And today we are here to secure funding and investment for our short film idea.
We specialise in short films and mainly in horror films. The missing piece, something not quite right, something weird, something it doesn't happen in everyday life, something missing. And that's why we came up with our horror film name, The Scourge.
So the scourge is a person or thing that causes trouble or suffering. So in our film, of course, there is something that is suffering or there's something that causes trouble. And in our case, we don't know what it is. So when it comes to horrors, we could be talking demons, ghosts, creepy crawlies, and that's what later we find out Jason thinks. But we don't know.
Our logline is: an established man confronts his fear to find out the mysterious thing hiding within his house.
It's a guaranteed sellout, in our opinion. You haven't seen a horror film like it. Most horror films, you'll get a typical mummy walking down the stairs or a typical ghost, but with ours, you don't see to the end, and that's what makes it so initiative. So let's bring it back to the beginning of where it's set, in a modern day Victorian house. In this modern day, where can you get a modern day Victorian house with two, not one, just two grand fireplaces, and you get ceilings that peel off naturally, that doesn't have to be affected from our staff, and you have a young handsome man that lives by himself, which is quite odd, quite over there, and his friend Mike, that live in a house he thinks is infested by rats. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So in our film, we explore the idea of things going missing, such as food, cake, things getting out of place. So he calls the rat man to try and sort out the problem so he can, hopefully bring girls around with his friend Mike. But that's not the case, and there's something living with him. But who is it that someone is? Well, hopefully you invest in our pitch and you can find out.
So, building on our success from last year with our thriller film, we decided to come up and create a horror film. So, the style and genre for our horror, as you already know, is a horror film. The other styles and genres we have here is mystery, conspiracy, psychological, and drama. So
in your pack, you'll receive a full script written by all of us that we've contributed and gone through many, many times. Here's just a sample on the screen, and followed up by a shot-by-shot list to ensure that our cinematographers are not creating shots up on the day that may break the realistic visuals that we're trying to give to the audience. And to help bring that all to life and into a bit better image of Britain, we've got our artist, aka Jason.
Here we have the storyboard. It's just the first sample of it, which we have the establishing shots showing where we are, where this is going to happen, and where most of the events are going to take place. We have done a highlight of the main objects that we're going to see in the intro to give us an idea of how the film would start and how it should be followed.
Our primary location for our short film is in Forest Gate, which is Eden's house, and our secondary location is Eden's neighbour's house. The casting for our short film is Jason, which is the main character, which is Cyprian right here. Jason's best friend, which is Mike, who's Eden's friend, called Sebastian. The old woman, which is Eden's neighbour, called Catherine. The pest control man, which is me, Luke. Some of the props and costumes that we have is drinks, food, snacks, papers, TV remote, torchlight, lamps, etc. The costume for our primary character is casual clothing, and for our second character it's just casual clothing again. The resources and equipment for our short film is camera, LED lights, tripod, stabilizer, etc. The budget for our film, which I had to estimate, roughly what we need, which is about £13. I know it's not a lot, but yeah, this amount of money we all have to contribute together as a group. Yeah.